Hey guys, it's Freya. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm in the middle of my very first bikini competition prep. I'm now trying to go pro and I don't know if I'll ever compete again. I just wanted to experience this once and to challenge myself to see what it really takes. And I'm documenting everything as honestly as I can, so maybe you can take something from it too. Most mornings for me start the same way, with oatmeal, over and over again, the same breakfast, because it's the most filling and efficient meal I've found during prep. It doubles as my pre-workout meal, since carbs are so limited. I save almost all of them for pre and post-workout to keep my energy up and hopefully protect some muscle. From today on, I'm officially dropping my carbs from 130 to 110. That's a bit scary. Right now, I'm focusing most of my carbs around my workouts before and after, just to make sure I have enough energy to train hard. Oops. And hopefully hold on to as much muscle as I can. Just want to enjoy my breakfast and then go to the gym to train. My cat wants to say hi. Sometimes when I'm weighing my food and saying no to things I really want, I ask myself, is this true discipline, or am I just bending myself to fit some external standard? On the surface, fitness and diet control look like self-mastery. You choose what to eat, how to train, when to push through, and there's something empowering about seeing your body respond to your own effort. It makes you feel in charge of your life. But if I'm being honest, there's another side too. The world constantly tells us what's beautiful: a small waist, abs, the right curves. And sometimes I wonder, am I really doing this for me, or am I just afraid of not fitting in? That's when discipline starts to feel more like being tied to rules I never choose. The truth is, it's not so black and white. Sometimes we train because it makes us feel strong and alive. Other times because we are scared of being judged. And maybe that's just human. The key is to check in with yourself. Does this still give me energy, or is it draining me? For me, this prep has been the ultimate test of that balance. Some days I feel proud of my choices, like I'm completely in control. Other days it feels like I'm shrinking myself into a mold that doesn't even belong to me. And maybe that's a lesson. Fitness can be a cage, or it can be freedom. The difference is whether you are chasing approval from others or building a version of yourself you actually love living in. At the end of the day, the goal isn't just a lean body. It's a life where your body and mind actually work together, where food and movement feel aligned with who you are. That's real strength, and that's something no trend, no beauty standard can ever take away. Oh, so good. Since starting prep, my life has become this loop of eating, training, and sleeping. Even something as simple as friends saying, "Wanna grab dinner?" suddenly feels like a huge test. So little by little, I put back from social stuff. My world shrank to the gym, the kitchen, and my bed. And even though I'm naturally introverted, the lack of connection sometimes feels like I'm slowly being cut off from the rest of the world. Good morning. I'm heading to Phillip Island for a night to just chill and relax. That means I have to pack all my food for today and tomorrow, because I can't really eat out, which is a bit annoying. But oh well, we'll make it work. But here's the thing, I've realized loneliness isn't all bad. At first I felt like I was missing out on normal life. I was frustrated, sometimes even asking myself, why am I doing this? Why would anyone choose something so unnatural? First stop of the trip is the gym. And I'm just having my pre-workout meal now before we start training. But with time, that solitude started to feel like a mirror. Without the noise of other people's opinions or distractions, I had no choice but to sit with myself, and slowly I started to hear my own voice more clearly. I learned what I truly needed, and I found comfort in quiet moments, journaling about my meals and my moods, going for walks, and letting my thoughts settle, getting lost in a book, or simply writing down how I feel. These little rituals became my way of reconnecting with myself, and honestly, it reminded me of the peace I felt on my first ever solo trip. That strange, beautiful calm that comes when you realize being alone doesn't have to mean being lonely. I've grown to really appreciate that. I'm gonna have my post-workout meal by the beach. Yeah! Of course, I still give myself breaks. A quick 2-day trip feels like such a relief. Even if I have to pack my prepped meals with me, somehow eating the same boring prep food in the middle of nature makes it taste better. Like it carries a little bit of freedom with it. It's funny, when I first started this channel, I thought it would just be travel vlogs, but over time I shifted more into fitness, partly because constant traveling is expensive, especially after leaving my full-time job, but also because I realized how much I love sharing my journey in training and nutrition. And we're gonna watch the penguin parade now. So excited. What's this bird? It looks so weird. I've made so many mistakes along the way, and I know a lot of girls are still struggling with the same body image battles I once did. That's why I want to open up here about the struggles, the lessons, and the small victories. If even one person watching feels less alone or finds a little inspiration from my story, that thought gives me motivation every single day. Doing something I love and knowing it might help someone else too, that means so much to me. Oh, wow. Pizza night, but I can't eat. This is my dinner. Look at it. Oh my god. No appetite. Yeah, this is the harsh reality of prep. Sitting here staring at pizza while my meal is just plain chicken breast and broccoli. It feels cruel sometimes, but that's a trade-off I chose. It's not glamorous, it's not fun, but every bite is a reminder of the goal I'm working toward. And honestly, even a short escape to nature feels like magic. Breathing fresh air, watching the ocean in the quiet of the morning. It lifts the heaviness of prep right off my shoulder. Sometimes I wonder how long it's been since I allowed myself to enjoy a sunrise like that. Nature has this way of reminding you that life is bigger than your stress. Even in winter, the sunlight feels warm, and here in Australia, it's everywhere. Blue skies, green fields, wide open spaces. Wow! Look at his hair. You can't help but feel lighter inside. It even makes me want to run, which says a lot because I'm not a runner. But out there, surrounded by animals, waves, and endless sky, it feels different. And sometimes I catch myself thinking how small humans really are compared to all this. And if that's true, then why do we waste so much energy fighting, competing, and comparing? Out here, it's so obvious how meaningless those things are. Now I'm having my post-run meal in McDonald's. Oh, it's so warm today, but my food looks so gross. Nature teaches you to just be, to breathe, to enjoy the moment instead of always trying to win. After 2 days away, I came back feeling like I'd been recharged. Yes, the routine of prep is still waiting for me. Meals, training, the same stream-point loop. But I see it differently now. The loneliness of prep isn't just a struggle. It's training for the man as much as for the body. It teaches you not to rely on external validation or temporary social comfort. It forces you to learn how to sit with yourself, to actually feel whole in your own company. You know, the deeper I get into this prep, the more conflicted I feel. Some days I honestly wonder if I've lost the spark. Training used to be fun, something I look forward to. Now it feels like a task, a box to check. Instead of enjoying the process, I catch myself obsessing over whether I'm lean enough, good enough, worthy of even stepping on stage. I used to watch the pros and feel inspired. Now sometimes I just feel small. Like, who am I to think I belong up there? And that's the part that hurts the most, when the love you had for fitness gets buried under pressure and comparison. It makes me question everything. Am I really doing this for myself, or am I just trying to meet some standard that was never mine to begin with? But then I take breaths.
This is my favorite post-workout meal.
I remind myself why I started. This prep was never about being the best on stage. It was about proving to myself that I could commit, that I could see something this hard all the way through. And when I look at it that way, the not enough voice gets a little quieter. Because the truth is, I'm already enough just by showing up. I think that's what prep teaches you. Yes, it's about discipline. Yes, it's about pushing your limits. But it's also about learning when to talk back to your thoughts, when to separate your self-worth from your body fat percentage, when to remember that the real win is not the trophy, it's a resilience you build in the process. So instead of asking, do I deserve to be on stage? I try to ask, what am I learning today?
I just finished 1 hour cardio session. It was exhausted. And then I took a shower and now I'm having my dinner. Actually, I had no appetite. Not at all. I was tired of eating this plain food right now. I just run out of the carb budget today because the breakfast and post-workout I have to eat a lot of carbs to fuel my body. So for the dinner, I just ran out of the carbs. Only the chicken breast and the broccoli. So plain. But anyway, this is the prep life. I'll be fine. And also for the carbs, I only can eat like 10 grams of the creamy rice, and also I added a little bit cocoa powder. So it's kind of my sweet treat. Okay.
Maybe it's patience, maybe it's greed, maybe it's just the ability to sit with hunger or low energy and still keep going. And the more I focus on that, the lighter it feels. Fitness isn't just about building a body, it's about building a mindset that carries you through every season of life.
It's like 4 a.m. right now. I actually woke up at 3 and just couldn't fall back asleep. Not sure if it's because I've been eating less lately, or hormones, or maybe I'm just too excited because I'm flying back to China in a few days. It's been over a year since I went home. Yeah, kinda excited. So I figured, whatever. I would just get up, edit some video, and make use of this random early morning.
So yes, there are hard days, there are doubts, but I'm learning that courage isn't the absence of fear or insecurity.
Good morning! Melbourne is freezing right now. I feel so freaking cold.
It's moving forward despite them. And if I can carry that lesson with me long after prep is over, then this journey will have been worth it, no matter what happens on stage.
I'm so excited. It's refeed day. I can eat steak finally.
Because at the end of the day, the stage is just a moment. But the discipline, the resilience, the way you learn to show up for yourself, those are things you get to keep for life. And that's what really matters. Thank you so much for being here, for listening, and for letting me share this messy but meaningful process. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.